My agent said, Kelvin, your English not as good. You give us a lot of hope, you know. Because your English, this kind of standard can be who you are, not bad already.
First time you see $1 million in your bank account, what's the first thing you bought?
People always see all the glam part about all these things here and there. Some even consistent also will have fear. We serve a buyers, buy a 3-room flat is 130,000. We only make... I met my wife at Zouk.
Why is Kelvin Fong at Zouk? Were you dancing? Were you like showing her your moves? Or you keep eye contact with her?
Were you doing the mambo?
I have the eye contact with her, but I still never ask for phone number. So when she's about to leave,
If let's say your older daughter is legal to go clubbing, if one day she come home, she tell you, I met a boy at Zouk, how will you feel?
Hi, welcome to the Next Thing podcast with me, Daryl.
This week,
And today we have a very, very special guest.
Hi everybody, this is Kelvin here. I'm the DY CEO for PropNex. I'm very happy to be here to really share some of my journeys and probably give you some ideas of what we do and how we can actually inspire more people out there.
Yes, talking about inspiring people, right? Most of these podcasts will be talking about Kelvin's, maybe some of those things that you might not know about him. You always see him on the stage telling you, buy this, don't buy that, sell this, sell that. There's fear here. No, we are in a good market right now, but no, guys, today everything is going to go out the window. Today we're going to talk a bit more about Kelvin's private life. Right, Vic?
people want to know how you got to where you are now.
But I thought that later on will bore them down, you know.
No, of course not. I think a lot of people have been asking or thinking, right, what is the secrets behind this successful man? So we are here to steal a bit also lah. So maybe one day people will interview us also lah, right?
Sure.
I will be sitting there lah.
There's a hope lah, there's a hope.
No, but you think Vic and I can one day like become a bit like you?
As long as you want.
Hey guys, you all here nah? Kelvin say we got hope, okay?
Because very simple ma. Because everybody deserves a chance. It's whether the person want or don't want to ma. But nobody will know unless they really step by step move forward lah.
Okay, so actually we want to know a little bit about your childhood. What was young Kelvin Fong like?
I mean, for me, definitely, I'm not so sure how many people are aware of. Since the day I was born, 40 days, I really stayed with my grandmothers for 21 years. So I don't have this kind of a childhood with my parents. And probably that is also a way to train me to be so independent today because I'm the only child in the family. And everything that I go through, whether be it happy or not happy or whatever, end day, I have to bear this myself lah. So I think that is the part that really probably drives me in terms of I have to be strong enough because I weather through all the different storms myself. Yeah.
But what was the reason that they sent you to your grandparents to stay?
I took many, many years before I have the courage to really ask my mom, why is it that they want to leave me alone there? When I really hear what she tells me, I can feel that she is also not as happy. But due to the circumstances that I think my parents is not educated, my auntie, yes, I think that she feels that it's better for me to be there so that at least my educational level or the way of communicating is better or what. And that's the reason why they leave me there. And also because both of them are also working. I mean, for me, I'm also quite lucky that I can stay with my grandparents. My grandparents, of course, both of them also have taken care of me for the last 21 years when the early part. They will still give me the best that I want. They will still buy me the best food that I want. I think my grandfather will still give me the necessary thing. But no matter what, I personally feel that they are still not my parents. I don't think I can communicate to tell them how I feel. I can't. Because ultimately, they are also not as educated. So definitely there's no one I can talk to. I think it's also because I'm the only child. So my childhood is very myself. So probably that also has molded me to be that kind of character that I supposed to be. I think people are always mold since young. So since young, they are really mold in this manner. When they grow up, you become this manner. So to me, I think that is me. I can still recall very clearly that because the last time I stayed with my grandparents is about a 3-room flat. So I remember that every time that I was always alone myself in that room, that house. So I also didn't go out because there's no other family members within that can play with me or what. So it's all about me. It's all about me. So I personally find that maybe it's a bit lonely lah. I think at least must have 2 kids. At least now I see my daughters, right? They will still quarrel here and there. It's just that you don't experience all this. Don't know whether is it good or bad also lah. You don't have a chance to quarrel, you don't have this problem. But you have a chance to quarrel, sometimes I see both of them quarrel. Can be fun, but sometimes can be, wow, why like that, a little bit here, make this kind of noise here and there, quarrel one another. You know, that kind of thing will happen. So it's a joy and it can also be not a joy. But of course, when I don't see it, I find that, I miss out lah.
Do you feel like you had to grow up? You had to mature faster?
I think yes, because I feel that everything I have to hold it to myself. Everything that I go through, be it my study, may not be as good. My result may not be as good. but who can I really talk to? I got no one to talk to. I also won't tell my parents how I feel. I won't. Because since day one, I'm really not communicating as much. And I find that it's a very big problem. That's what I realized, that after so many years, if you really speak to my parents, I don't really communicate as much. And that really resulted that I also don't talk to my daughters a lot. So this is all about childhood bringing. Compared to my wife, who communicate a lot with my girls, because my wife is 4 kids, the parents. So they always have this kind of communication ongoing. So it's a very different kind of a character that was being built up. So I definitely see it good to have siblings sometimes.
I mean, I bet also you look at your other classmates, like your friends. Like maybe they have like holidays and outings during like the school holidays. Maybe most of the time you're alone doing your own stuff. Like, do you have any anger towards your parents back then? Like maybe as a kid, you didn't understand as much about their circumstances, about the things that they had. Like, do you feel any anger?
First, I won't feel any anger because I got no feel about this. Because you don't understand, you don't have the experience of angry. Why your parents do this? Because to us at that point of time, right, it's a natural thing that this thing happened. So to us, we don't know whether is it angry or not angry, we don't know. I mean, since childhood, everything that I was down, I always hide at one corner. I'm not the kind of person who will tell you how I feel. Because I would not want to show you how I feel. I would not want to show you my weaknesses. I would not want to show you how unhappy I am. That's me. Yeah. Because I carry a lot to myself.
To this day.
Yeah. Now, definitely it's better because now after going for courses for so many years, I also understand a lot more already. So to me, of course, certain good friends out there, I will still talk a little bit, but not as much, of course. But internally, I will still, if I can, I will still hold everything to myself. I just don't want to burden anybody. Or I do not want to let everybody knows what is happening.
I guess, yeah, that's a character growing up. But yeah.
Yeah, I think it's interesting how you said, like, you don't want to show people your weakness also, right? But for some people, there's also, like, there's strength in being vulnerable also. Like, it's quite brave for people to open up and also say, like, I'm not okay or I'm feeling sad, that sort of thing.
Like for example, if let's say, if you talk about my last time, I will feel very paiseh to tell people that I failed my English, I study N-level, I feel my O-level, my English is the worst. All this I will feel very inferior. Actually, since young, I really have that inferior inside me, that I always worry that my language is not as good. I don't have that confidence in me. Yeah. But along the way, I start to realize that all these so-called sad truth, all these results that you have not done very well, actually is your greatest strength today. Like when my agent say, Kelvin, your English not as good, you give us a lot of hope, I said, why give you a lot of hope? Because your English, this kind of standard can be who you are, not bad already. Then I think I still got a lot of hopes. This is exactly one of the doctors who shared with me here is that, Kelvin, even though you may not have studied the most, your language may not be the best, but a lot of people on the ground wants to understand or want to listen to you, not because you're a Harvard student, but because you are someone who has not done well in academic, but today you have been achievers in the market, you have done successful in your career. And this really gives a lot of people that hopes. And because of what he has said, really opened my mind to see my weaknesses is actually my strength. And from there onwards, I no longer fear of showing because my job is to inspire others. If I have this opportunity to do so, I don't mind to do so because I hope that many people do not give up easily, even though despite all the challenges, you can still achieve and never give up.
What is the reason that you want to inspire people so much? Is it because like you never had that growing up, or like what is it about helping people that you want to do so much?
This is everlasting. Along my journey in the next 20 years, if I can continue to inspire more people, I feel that it's more lasting. It's not about we PropNex agent can make commission. No. It's because I want them to have a future that is well taken care of for all the consumer. I'm very clear. My mission to my agent, my mission to the consumer out there, company will do well is because we have done the right thing. But what we really want is because we want to see consumer out there to be able to achieve. Just like me, from a HDB, don't even have the money to pay cash above valuation. I think you're not bad when you buy BTO, right?
Daryl's BTO, right? Excellent.
You know what I tell my wife? I cannot afford to buy BTO because I don't have extra cash to do renovation. I cannot afford to take loans to do renovation. So we must buy a resale that is already there, nicely done up, just need to wash, clean, can. Anything that must have installment, I don't want because I don't have. So to me, even my master bedroom, I'm not sure you are aware or not, 12-month installment free one. Oh, yeah. Because I really don't have. So if I go to BTO and then I got to do pay renovation cost, I tell you will be very stressed up because I know I will not continue my work. I will become a self-employed. I better make sure I save enough.
So you bought the house before you became an agent?
Yes. Because that's why the house changed my life. The house made me become part-timer.
So you see, like the passion, like you mentioned earlier, the passion and the meaning to help others change their life and do better, right? That is something that I think for consumers, right, or people who don't know you directly, when they see you from a distance, they won't understand on.
Yeah.
I tell you, I give a very good example. Personally for me, right, like if I were to do investing, like it's online, so many gurus about investment, right, about how they can change your life, right? I always feel like if you are so good, right, why don't you do it for yourself? Why you need to come out and teach people? Why you need to charge for free to teach people? Like, you don't get anything from me winning in life, right? Yeah, so I think maybe people a bit hard to see that part,
That's the reason why I say from a HDB guy who doesn't have enough, today can do so much more and can own all these houses, mainly because we have done it right, So is it possible? Yes, but the question is, does the person know? May not know, So I find that really feel that this journey is never ending. That's why it keeps my life very, very useful. But if it's just more money, then I'm not interested. I'd rather quit already. Why so stressed?
That's why you got enough to retire already to be very
More than enough to retire. But why must I make myself so stressed? Every day must work. You must make me dance some more, must make me sing some more.
That's true, We recently made him dance and sing, If you all haven't catch the clip, right, it's on his TikTok page.
A lot of people also say that like you kind of entered the real estate industry or entered the real estate market at the right timing. How much of it do you think is you entering at the right time, right? Versus like hard work?
I don't think we enter at the right time. I don't think that we so-called have the benefit that the market is doing very well. No. At that point of time in 2002 when we started, actually the market is still not strong yet. And honest truth is that that time property prices are so much lower. We serve a buyers, buy a 3-room flat is 130,000. We only make 1,003. Is it a lot? No way.
Oh, the 1,003, how much was spent on marketing costs already?
Oh, at that point of time, for the first 9 months, we never spend much. We only spend advertisement costs. Because we don't know how to spend money also, because we don't have enough. But we spend a lot of hard work going around HDB to stick at the lift lobby, get people to tear to look for us. That's how my business run. I started with not much of money involved because we don't have enough. But then your income also not a lot because why? The commission is not big, it's small. Ours is a volume game one. If we don't have volume game, we cannot achieve one. Also, a lot of people see us very glamour to have many things. But actually, when we start off, money in, money out is very fast one. You earn money, you use the money to pay off. You earn money, you pay this off. So actually, you don't really see money one. And you still got to pay income tax even if you earn. Actually, the stressful part about real estate agent, this year you can do well, you have to pay a higher income tax next year. But that doesn't mean that the following year you can continue to do well. But you still got to pay. That are some of the challenges that people don't see. People always see all the glam part about all these things here and there. But behind the story, actually a lot of people may not be feeling good also when they don't have enough. Because real estate somehow or other may not be so consistency for some people unless you have gotten the trick and make it happen to be consistent. Some even consistent also will have fear. Suddenly how come 1 month I slow down a little bit? It is that kind of fear factor. But as an employed staff, it's different. How much you earn, how much you spend. You already know the numbers. But ours is totally zero. You don't know what will happen. Sometimes people can 3 months and don't even have salary. And it's dependent on their reserve. Some even have to loan to get the numbers. There are many. So it's very hard to say one. Coming to the real estate world, you must have the courage to face the uncertainties.
We're curious also, like when you hit your first $1 million, right? For first time you see $1 million in your bank account, what's the first thing you bought?
I never buy anything expensive on it at that point of time. The reason is very simple, because we don't believe in spending the money. We believe in putting our money into assets. Me and my wife is very clear. We believe in delayed gratification. For me, it's very clear. I can give it to my wife the best thing, but not for myself. Because I feel that if 2% spend would be in trouble. But I will give my parents, I will give my daughters the best, but I will never want to give myself the best. But after a while, down the roads, I start to realize, if I'm not happy, no mood to work. So I also want to tell people at the end of the day, must you reward yourself? Must. Because if you don't reward yourself, end of the day, you don't find motivation in working. Whatever the money that you have, you must also be willing to take care of yourself. Only when you take care of yourself, you feel happy, you enjoy working more. But when you do and you never take care of yourself, you only feel miserable.
So what makes you happy?
What makes me happy now?
Chloe told us you like to shop actually.
we already asked Chloe some stuff.
Yeah. For me, I'm very simple. I shop not because I need to shop. I shop because, right, If I don't support, then what do I do with my money?
Give us some.
Yeah, we don't mind.
We have huge friends.
As long as the company can give, I don't mind to give also. Right? As long as the thing it works. But to me is I feel that all this doesn't make me feel I need to spend one. Yeah. Even I buy the watch, maybe I feel that moment I happy to buy. But after that, it's just another watch. Yeah.
What about maybe your car?
All the material thing that I have, if you ask me truly, it will not make me extremely happy one.
Do you want to make us happy?
Okay.
I can be happy for at least 1 year.
Really? Life is so simple.
At our level, maybe is that simple. You know, like you earlier mentioned, different people in different stage seek different things.
I know. I am.
Yeah, maybe at our stage, we will be happy lah. But
For sure.
maybe later we'll find more.
Join the real estate.
We are in real estate already, guys. But doing different things.
That's why we still need people like you to do the job.
I agree.
Right?
But I mean, like,
I cannot do your job.
hey, don't say that, man.
Don't write so cheap English.
Okay, I will tone it down. Then right now, as of now, do you really feel rich?
I will not say rich. I will not feel not enough.
You feel secure already lah.
I definitely feel secure.
That's why the only reason you slog so hard now is really just to give back to others, lor. To give others a chance to also turn their life into something better.
I work hard is because they trusted me. My duty to them is because they trust me. Yeah. So my job must make sure they do it. Because like what you say, not everyone has reached your level. My job is to make people reach their level. So that is my task. So when I feel that when I can do this, I feel satisfied. That makes me work happily.
Agent or your clients lah.
Yes, but I mean for me, I don't really do as much. But I feel that my agent is the most important.
Okay, so we talked a little bit about how you grew up. We talked a little bit about how you got into real estate. And then there's this side of you that I think a lot of people just don't know. It's something that sometimes when we bring up to people, right, they get a shock. Oh, that's how you met your wife.
Oh, that's the most easiest.
No, it's easiest in the simplest form. Okay?
But I want to know the nitty-gritty.
Yeah, I want to know every single detail. Like, how about you tell our audience, right, how you met your wife?
I met my wife at Zouk.
So you see, there's so many questions here now.
There's so many layers.
The first question, right?
What were you doing at Zouk?
Why is Kelvin Fong at Zouk?
You never see I dance
Never lah. Okay, tell us a bit more about that period in time. You know, what actually happened?
I mean, I happened to see her there. Of course, it's mainly because we went for, Wednesday, Mambo Jumbo, right? So, in fact, that was the last time that I would tell myself I don't want to go anymore already. So, coincidentally, I saw her. That is where I have the eye contact with her. But I still never asked for phone number. So, when she's about to leave, I follow her to leave. Then when she's about to go up, go inside the cab, right? Luckily, she could give me her number.
When you guys made eye contact, was it from a distance or were you
Very close.
next door?
Very close
to each other? But then you never talked to her?
I'm a very shy person.
But were you dancing? Were you showing her your moves? Were you keep eye contact with her?
Were you doing the mambo?
Were you keep doing dance moves?
Of course, your eye contact must be there right?
Correct.
So of course your eye contact is there, but just that I dare not talk to her, or dare not ask her, I dare not say anything much
So you just keep staring at her?
Were you standing still or were you moving like that?
Of course moving because you drunk already last time we drink Long Island tea,
Oh yes.
So that one quite high, but still I dare not.
Hey, but back in your Zouk days, right? Do you go there every week or what? Or so you party quite a bit lah. So the young Kelvin was quite a party kind.
Not every day, not every week once in a while How can every week? My goodness.
Mambo.
No
Then you go on podium and dance?
Wow, no Definitely not that. I'm a very, very introvert person. So I definitely would not. But I think we are regular. So I think that is the reason why we are there also So we also couldn't know whether is there any chance here and there or not. But of course, end of the day here, we get to meet each other. Then from there, luckily she got give me the number If you never give me a number, then whatever with eye contact that we do also become nothing.
So you made eye contact with her, she also got make eye contact with you.
Of course.
So got wing or not?
Wing
Yeah, wing. Can you?
Of course have
Have
But just that we dare not.
Game.
Yeah, the whole night she must be thinking, hey, why this guy keep looking at me but he don't want to come to me?
I kind of twitching.
Why you look at me?
Definitely, she also tried to wait for me to take action, but I also dare not take action.
Then now every time you go see, ask people take action.
Yes, but luckily she take action. That's why my wife is the one who is the driver. Yeah, comes to property selection, come to property, she's always excited. For me, I always think a lot. Same thing, because for guys generally also a little bit more careful and much more slower in terms of action. But ladies are doing more emotional and more willing to. I think that's also a different as well.
I think once they know what they want, they will just go for it. But guys will,
But she's really willing to. That's why I say that end of the day, she definitely has certain liking. If not, she won't prepare the number and send it to me, pass it to me. That time don't have. I think that time is still pager, right? I'm not so sure, maybe.
So how will you page her after that?
I cannot remember.
Cannot remember, I don't want to say.
But do you know that from the day I talked to her from the phone until don't know how many, 3 weeks or 4 weeks, she's playing hard to get,
It does.
Sibei cham leh.
How? Like how?
Huh?
Like you call her, then how? She will say.
Because she's also flying here and there. But sometimes you are right. I mean, we do communicate, we do talk here and there. But of course, definitely you hope to meet up with her. I think easily 3 to 4 weeks, then I managed to get to meet her. I already almost want to give out. I say, wow, cannot play already.
Yeah. But not bad. At least you think you cannot play, but I think most people will think, this one confirm give me fake.
So she know how to pull, she know how to release.
Oh,
right?
very good leh.
But the challenge is what, after I really have the chance to talk to her, I mean, after that, we really talk on the phone. But she's really, really wanted to meet her out. Normally, you really know somebody, you want to meet her out together, right? She played until such a difficult time for me that I wanted to always meet up with her. But she never wanted to meet me. Before I met her, I have gotten a puzzle. You know what a puzzle I do?
Like those jigsaw puzzle.
Titanic.
SIS.
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Do you still keep that puzzle?
Yeah.
Where
Still there,
is it?
still there. I think if I'm not wrong, it should be in our store.
I thought it would be like, in your bedroom, that
I
kind.
cannot remember, is it in our third floor or not? Yeah. But you see, I do already, right? I wanted to give it to her, right? But she finds it so difficult. I'm so angry, to be honest.
Then you flip
I
that.
just say,
Hold it
wow,
up.
she make me haywire. Every time think want to meet, never get a chance to meet. Until I was like, wow, all my effort seems gone. But luckily, she finally accepted to meet.
And how long did that take?
I mean, we spent the dinner time lah. Then of course we talk over the dinner lah. Yeah. Then I gave her the 7 dwarf and 1 bear lah.
Then what was the reaction?
Happy lor.
Wait, she made you do the jigsaw?
No, I do myself.
Or you wanted to do it? Oh, I thought she testing you to test it, like your resilience. You were put in effort.
She already put me to 1 month testing to see whether can tahan or not.
So the first time is you call her lah.
Most time I call her. Yeah.
But when you call that time, got talk lah.
We did talk because she also fly. So sometimes when she flies, she can talk to me. Also never answer for her. I'll say, wow, made me haywire already.
Was she the first person you dated?
No, of course.
Or she wasn't your first girlfriend?
But she's definitely she's that person that I feel that I want to be with her. I do not know why, but that is that kind of feeling. But I'm also a very traditional person that I always feel that always good to find a wife and straight away you settle down, you can focus on work. That's me.
If let's say your older daughter is legal to go clubbing and all now, right? One day she come home, she tell you, Daddy, I met a boy at Zouk. How will you feel?
I don't know whether I can I have to accept lah, right? But of course, end of the day here, do I have that so-called fear or not? I definitely lah, because why? I just want to make sure she okay ma. But I definitely feel that she wants to have a boyfriend, no.
But if the boyfriend she meet at Zouk, you okay?
Of course lah, you see, I also from Zouk what.
That's why.
But Zouk Jiak Kim versus Zouk different one
No. As long as the most important here is that the person must be good ma. Zouk also got nice people, right?
Have lah.
Not necessarily must be bad people ma.
I also used to go to Zouk. I also one of those nice guys there.
Yeah, I can see from the outside.
Thank you.
No, not the nice guy in Zouk. If your daughter show picture of this, tell her run.
Your situation at home. Who is like the one who discipline the kids?
Me, no?
Oh, you're the disciplinarian lah.
I mean, they're scared of me lah.
The good cup, bad cup lah. So your wife is the good one. Pamper. Then you are the...
Actually, I pamper, but I give them the best. But definitely, I cannot accept things that is not proper lah. Like rude lah, all this I cannot lah. How she talk to me, all this I cannot lah. I'm not that kind of being rude to her. I feel that end of the day here, because I also don't spend a lot of time with them also ma. So if you ask me, do I have some guilt or not in terms of not having the best time with them? I think yes, lor. Do I feel it or not? Of course, if you ask me now whether I feel a certain guilt or not, I can only say that because of what I've gone through in my childhood, I may not be able to be more expressive towards her because we don't communicate as much. And to be the honest truth here is that probably me and my daughter never spoke for half an hour before. Never.
Ever.
Haven't before. 10 minutes also don't have. But because I don't know what to talk. Well, my parents never talk to me half an hour, 10 minutes will never. So I do not know what is the best way to talk, best way to communicate. I only know one thing. I just have to work to make sure they give them the best last time. But actually I realized something that I feel that what you want may not be what the children want.
Correct.
Yeah. This is something that I learned. Because what they want is your time, but you never give the time. But you want to take back the time, you cannot have that time anymore because they have grown up. They have a different thinking. To get that closeness, definitely also not there anymore. So to me, no right or wrong answer, but if you give me a choice, I think I would want to have that so-called time to be like really father and daughter, really have the time to talk, to have that bonds, to have that synergy, to have that so-called closeness. I think I want it.
I mean, with working parents already, right, we kind of seldom spend time with our parents like on the weekdays growing up. But then being someone as busy as you work on the weekends, you work 24/7, that's even harder.
Being at my position now, would there be additional stress for my kids? Maybe some will feel it because actually my elder daughter is someone who really wants to be the top. She always wants to make sure she performs the best. She always feel that sometimes when she already done her very best and she still can say that it's not her best result. Just like her JC result, to us it's already remarkable. To her, it's still not the best yet. Actually, I don't want her to feel that stress. End of the day, I just want her to do what she likes. Want her to be happy with what. I don't want her to feel stressed that she must be in the top here and there. I don't want that kind of stress. Because to me, that kind of stress is no meaning. But sometimes as a dad, sometimes as a kid, they want to follow that so-called that level. So sometimes have indirect stress, which I don't want.
Like she has to live up to your
This is a subconscious, I believe, that she wants her to.
your current situation now. Do you maybe try your best to like find some time to have some family time or anything like that?
I think my time that with them is only basically with holidays, and I spend more time with them, giving them the best, sit down. Of course, they plan the place here and there, I go with them. These are the times that we spend on. But if you say normal time, maybe not as much. Of course, I spend time. I always make it a point that I must have time with my wife. That's number one. Yeah, for dinner or whatever, I must make sure we plan together to have that so-called little time together. Must have.
Is that a weekly thing with your wife?
Yeah.
So like one dinner date?
Sure have to. Yeah. Because to me, I feel that at least there's a time I must think of her. Last time, because 24/7, I always work with her in sales. But when I was in the management that time, I spent a lot of time with my people. And I think that I may not have given her the best time. It's because my brain only tell me one thing. I have to make sure I do well so that the family are taken care of. But because of this, I neglected the importance of her. Then when I start to realize what she has gone through, she also feel lonely ma. She also don't have anybody to talk to, right? So end of the day, will she have frustration? Have ma. But will I know about it? Maybe I don't know. I realize that I must make time. That's why we treasure every time that we go out. Every time we are together, we go for short holidays or what, this is the time that we spend time together.
Speaking of time, you give so much time to work, you give so much time to your agents, you give your time to your family. Do you ever give yourself time?
Never.
Just to do things that you like?
Don't let me watch series show.
When would you have such a time to watch TV shows?
Actually, I don't have time. But when I watch already, I will be in trouble. I want to catch it finish. That's my stress. So I seldom want to watch this. Even you see when I go for my flight, go overseas, I never on the TV. Right?
You scared?
No, it's not scared. I want to do my work.
Oh.
So every time I go holiday, my best time is when I'm sitting on the flight and I never on the TV. I just do my work.
Okay, Kelvin, then we also know that you are quite into fitness lah. But do you have any guilty pleasure? Or like maybe some cheat days, just let go lah.
Just eat all the
Just
carbs.
enjoy whatever I want lah. Like what's your cheat day meal?
Every day I got 3 day one.
Every day?
As long as I don't have to go out with agents to eat here and there, I actually eat very simple.
Like what's a normal meal for you like every day?
So, one salmon fish, a little bit of brown rice and veggie, that's it.
That's your go-to meal every day, fixed standard.
No lah, if dinner lah, lunchtime here where got all this food.
I thought like maybe you have like some secret place that you like to go to.
No.
To eat like special food that you like certain markets.
We heard you got this favorite lor mee.
Oh yeah. But I would not purposely go and eat unless I really, really want.
If you had something you wanted to tell your younger self, please don't say work harder. Because I think you work damn hard. Like your whole story is just you working hard. Like if you had something to really tell your younger self, okay, any point in life, you want to tell your younger self, what would it be?
If you really ask me, I feel that if I have a chance to tell my younger self is don't hold everything to yourself so tight. I think it's important to always ask for help. When you carry so much, you are always alone. Will you really truly feel happy or not? The answer is no. I feel that the younger self should have the so-called joy of having people around you, have the joy of having that fun with them together, that so-called, that happy childhood life. This is something really true one. I went for a child program with my Chloe first time. Basically 4 days. I teared 4 days.
How come?
Because I feel that they are so lucky. Oh.
In what sense?
Because they have a chance to have this kind of children having fun together. Oh. Sing song lah, have fun lah, have that so-called everything together, that so-called childhood, oh, which I don't have. Oh.
Which you felt like you didn't have much growing up lah.
Yeah. So if you ask me what I want my younger self to have, right, it's really the kind of people beside you that have the fun, the joy, like a child that really have a family together. So to me, I always feel that my elder daughter may not have that from me.
She mentioned to us that you go out on outings and all these things.
Yeah, like we go, but we definitely have. But just that in kind of closeness, it's not as there lah. But maybe it's me lah, because I'm a very old school lah. I don't know how to, not comfortable to me. Yeah.
For some of these references we made to Kelvin, right, it was actually based on like the Forerunner video that we filmed earlier. I'm not sure if you guys checked it out, but if you have not, right, please, done the liberty of linking it up in the description below. So please go and check it out.
At any point, have you ever thought of leaving PropNex and starting your own thing?
When I was real estate is a place where people feel that a lot of cutthroat. I cancelled this customer 3 times just to meet one new agent. And the customer eventually called us, say, Kelvin, no need to come anymore.
Let's talk about some real life situations right now. The world looks like it's going upside down soon. So Kelvin, what should we do?